Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're still talking those freedom papers. How do you get them? Passive income. So, we're going to talk about it today, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make money while you're sleeping? Well, we're going to go over a few ways that you can make this happen. And welcome to Foci Optics. Check. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And we're back into your freedom papers. That's right. Today, the passive income route. We got to establish this right away. In case you didn't see part one or part two, we're going to show the chart once again on what the wealthy have as their most common assets. Now, before we get into it further, once again, please share the videos. Why? Because we need to help thousands, if not millions, of other people. And also, please notice the join button over here on the right-hand side. This is how you can support the channel and become a member of the channel. You receive special messages under the community tab specifically for members of the channel, and 1 or 2 videos per month specifically for members of the channel. So, please hit the join button over here on the right hand side. That's how you get an icon next to your name that you see when people are in the chat room during our live streams. Now, without further ado, let's get into the chart, ladies and gentlemen. In case you missed part one, where I did show the chart, well, you're not going to miss it in part three, because here you go. Whenever, this is your net worth tier over here. Notice the net worth tier at 10K. Hell, most people have a car worth more than 10K. Think about it. Now you have a house, a car, cash, and your car is your net worth. That's not going to cut it, ladies and gentlemen. That's not good enough. So this is why you're going to need to move over here on the right-hand side, the far right. This is what you should be concentrating on. Not the house, not the vehicles, not liquid cash. You need to start over here on the right-hand side with the business interest. Business interest means streams of income while you're sleeping, aka passive income. That's how you get your freedom papers. Because if you do a little bit of work and then you have passive income coming in while you're sleeping, while you're on vacation, while you're doing whatever you want, you're way, way ahead of 90% of the population. Most people put in their time to earn the money. So if they miss work, they're not going to get paid. Of course, you have sick time and you have vacation time that can be substituted. But if you don't have a job, then you're not going to get paid. That is not passive income. You don't have a job and you still get paid. That is passive income. And you better have some other sources, more than one income stream, as we went over in part two of the Freedom Papers. So notice as you start earning or your net worth increases, notice businesses and real estate starts increasing. So that's why we're doing the freedom papers. So now there's no dispute on why you can't do it, because anybody can do it. There's no barrier to entry. Nobody's stopping you. And the first thing is, let's go to what I like to do so there's no misunderstandings. Passive income, the way it's looked at with Wikipedia and definitions, you can go look it up yourself. Passive income is income that requires minimal labor to earn and maintain. That's right. It is called progressive passive income when the earner spends a little effort to grow the income. So a perfect example is those who have podcasts, who are on YouTube, who does Instagram, who does Facebook, and you post something and you post it one time. It works and people may go and buy the product, the service, whatever it is from that posting. and then somebody else will see it later and somebody will buy it later. That is passive income because you're not actually out there doing hand-to-hand combat, meaning out there working the hours yourself to hand out flyers, sitting out there trying to talk to people and tell them what this product is all about. You're letting the internet do it for you. That is passive income. All right, examples of passive income include rental income. Does this sound familiar, ladies and gentlemen? When I was saying 2021, get your real estate to no credit, no qualifying, no barriers to entry, pre-construction, all over the planet. It's available. You better get in while you can. All right. And any business activities in which the earner does not materially participate. That's just what we talked about earlier, right? Just like I'll go here, SSN Lifestyle. I'm going to keep plugging it away because this is an opportunity as well where you can have passive income, because once you sign up somebody, they can become a member, or they can go and buy a product or service under the hot deals, or they may be in the ring of fire. This has nothing to do with you earning additional income unless the person joins the membership, unless the person comes back and buy more products and services. That turns into passive income. So once again, you can sign somebody up as a member, for instance. That member goes out and produces a sale. Well, in this situation, there's commission that you're going to receive because you signed up the person, the member that just sold something to someone else. That means it's passive income. Ring of fire. You invest in something and they're giving equity, they're giving profit. That means you did a one-time investment, and then every 3 months or every month or every year, you're getting profits or part of the profits. That is passive income, a la Shark Tank. That's why they're out there trying to invest in multiple companies, ladies and gentlemen. Are you getting it yet? Now, I'm going to show you something else because they did start this rental income portion. All right. And let's go with, everybody knows who Airbnb is by now. If you don't, well, I don't know where you've been for the last like 10 years. VRBO, which for some reason they call themselves Verbo. I saw a commercial. I was pretty shocked using that Verbo thing, but that's what they call themselves in the commercial. Verbo instead of VRBO. But they also allow you to rent your place. Airbnb, on the other hand, see this experience is here? Again, if you already jog, if you already hold a class, if you already do bike riding, if you already do running, if you do anything already, cooking, well, you can monetize yourself and you can put it here and say, I'll be at the park, or I'll be at the bar, or I'll be at whatever destination that I'm holding these things on at this particular time. Anybody from out of town, anybody in town can come and book that experience. You can make money for doing something you already love and you're already doing. That is very powerful, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So I had to point that out. I also want to point out some other places. Vacasa, VACASA, for everybody on podcast. And everybody on podcast, I want to thank you so much for being here. And that is something Vacasa, Verbo, Airbnb, that's just a few of the options you have. You have Flipkey, you have Home and Away, you have Booking.com, you have a bunch of things that you can do with your real estate. You have a bunch of things you can do with that second little, what do you call it? In-law quarters out back. You can rent those these days. You can rent your RV that's sitting somewhere. You can rent your tent in your backyard these days. You have a myriad of options to get that passive income because you're going to post up your options on these sites like Vacasa, Verbo, Airbnb, Flipkey, and you're going to let it go all by itself. And by the way, in case you're worrying about your calendar, they have something called iCal, so all the sites can be linked. So when somebody books on one site, it blocks your dates on all the rest of the sites. So you can't do a double booking. So it makes it nice and simple these days. It's automated. So you can go to sleep, wake up, and somebody could have booked your unit. Passive income, ladies and gentlemen. That's one way you do it, and that's what's going around the world right now. The other passive income, which I don't know if they even mentioned it on here, but we're going to talk about it. In fact, Dividend incomes is passive income. Dividends from stocks, I'll use that because stocks give you dividends. And I'll give you some stocks because, we like to let you know what options you may have available. Look at this, 8% on your money annually from AM. That's right, A as in Apple, M as in Mary, Antero Midstream. You see it here on the screen. 8.29% is their dividend per year at this price point. Remember, if the price drops down, that means your dividend goes up. All right? So just keep that in mind. S is in Sam, HLX. Remember that? 10.25%. Double digits. I love double digits. Interest, dividends. This case, SHLX is the stock, and they give you 10% dividends at this stock price of $11.71. Now, some of you like that gold. Well, DRD gold, you get the benefit of potentially gold price increase, but who cares if it increases or not because you're still getting a dividend. And at this price point, it's 6.31% at $8.30. That's D as in David, R, D as in David, and they have something to do with South African gold. All right? So that helps you out as well. Let's go one more. Gladstone Commercial Corporation, otherwise known as Good. That's right, you heard me, Good. GOOD. At this price point of $21.74, you're getting 6.91% on your money every year as part of a dividend from this company. So again, these are some things that you have to think about while you're sleeping. Your money's working for you. ORC. That's right, ORC, Orchard Island Capital at $4.94. 15.79% on your money, ladies and gentlemen, right now, as long as they're issuing dividends. I like 15.79%. What about you? And the stock is only $4.94 today. I think that's a pretty good deal. You're going to have to do your due diligence, ladies and gentlemen. So if you looked at all these, you could be earning, even if you invested in each one of them the equal same amount of shares, you would be near 10%, 11% on your money. All right. Now we'll go one more. CIM. C is in Charles. M is in Mary. All right. $15.01, and the dividend is 8.79%. So again, you can stay around that 10%, ladies and gentlemen. You might want to stay around those double digits if possible, and you diversify. That is part of being in the passive income game, and this is how you build your wealth. This is how you get your freedom papers. Now, I'm going to go with one last one, which is crypto. A lot of people still do not know about Strong Block. Strong Block, if you buy 10 coins, and I don't know what the price is, but I do know it's around $600 a coin. You have to get 10 coins. Then you come over here to Strong Block. Well, it's not that simple, but search the channel for the Strong Block videos. All right, it's not really that simple, but you got to get 10 coins of Strong, which is Strong Block, into your MetaMask account. That's the easiest way I can describe it. It's not that easy, because you can't just buy Strong anywhere, and you can't buy it at MetaMask. So you have to transfer, and you got to do a few things. But once you have 10 coins in MetaMask and you have $100 in Ethereum on MetaMask, because Strong Block costs $14.95. So you're going to have to pay that when you join. And then they give you 1/10 of the coin price every day. So right now, $60 a day is coming in. 60 times 30 is $1,800 a month on your $6,000 investment, ladies and gentlemen. In 4 months, you break even. So your risk is 4 months. Because after 4 months, you have an option to take out your money or leave it in there, let it ride, buy a second 10 nodes. Take your pick. But either way, just letting you know how it goes. This is passive income as well, because you don't do anything. Once you leave it over there in MetaMask and sign up here on Strong Block, there's nothing else for you to do except sit back and collect. All right. Once again, this is something that's a little bit new. every investment is risk. No matter what you do, there is no such thing as a no risk investment, okay? This is why you have to be comfortable and do your own due diligence. So, with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, this one's short and sweet. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And that's why we have to do the Freedom Papers, ladies and gentlemen, because nobody's stopping you from doing any of this, what we're talking about. So therefore, it doesn't matter about your credit. It does matter that you have a little bit of income that you can make these investments. So that's why we have to talk about streams of revenue. That's why we have to talk about how to make money, like in one of the part 1 or part 2 videos when we started talking about in part 2, starting your own business, how to do it from scratch, starting getting your own bank account, whether you have good credit, bad credit, no credit, whether you're on check systems or not, you can still get a business bank account. You can start your own LLC, no barriers to entry, nobody's stopping you except you. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.